friends and fun, beautiful people. Let's carry on with the series. Surviving a small town, surviving living in a small town, part 5. So, um, one of the things that you must remember when you reach this point of going back home, remember that what home represents, because you've got to put everything into context. Mangabe, you are going through a process of transformation or transitions, So, what is home for? What does home represent? Home represents the beginning. Home represents rest, peace, love. Home represents safety, provision. Home represents more like a hospital times 20, where care is found, where love is found, where all illnesses are supposed to be cured. Home is where you were positioned to grow. So once you understand the thinking about home, then you start having this thing altogether. The more you going through this uncertainty inwards, but up here you know that because I'm home, I'm safe, I'm loved, I'm protected, and I am healing. So no matter how uncertain you are in terms of your position, in terms of where you are, in terms of your direction, stability, everything, but one thing's for sure, you are home, so you are provided for, you are cared for, you are healing. So that's one of the things that helps you survive being at home or coming back to a community that you left to go and find yourself or learn different things. But now you're coming back home to heal, transition, transition from the old to the new, embracing yourself, accepting yourself, letting go of the old you and walking into you. So there's a whole lot of benefits when you go back home, outside of the negative connotation that it also has. So don't focus on the outside or on the negative. Focus on the positive. Home is meant to, it's where you were groomed before you ran away, because before you flew away to go discover yourself in the world. That's where you were nurtured, you were loved, you were taught, who you are. Though it's different this time because you need to relearn who you are at home. You need to relearn who you are at home, because a lot of things when you come back are different. So you need to relearn. There's also some of the things that you need to let go of. Some of the guidance, sayings, teachings that you used to live by, that gave you your oomph, that gave you your understanding, the teachings that you grew up with or you grew up on have changed now that you've grown. So there's a lot of relearning. Things that you used to be okay with back then when you were younger are no longer the things that you are okay with now. So there's a lot of patience and a lot of understanding and a lot of working through some of the issues so that they also change. It's not by mistake that you've learned things. It's not by mistake that you've traveled far in terms of understanding the world. And it's not by mistake that you've come back home. You are here to offload a certain information, relearn certain information, double up on the information that you are going to get now that you've learned a lot, and fly again, you know. So a home is always going to be that place where you are provided with safety and healing. It should always be like that. And if it's not giving you that, that means you have a lot to do to get your family or your home to that place, either for you or for the next generation. So there's a lot of work. The first mission, outside of you building your business, relocating to stabilize yourself in terms of finances, but there's also a lot of work that you need to do personally for the home environment. Like, remember, as a firstborn, for instance, there's a lot of things in your office, in your position as a firstborn at that home, that needs to be done. Especially masumdala, you need to see a couple of things, would say, okay, singdala. So that means manje, we can't be operating like this and this and that. Or I need to understand this and this and that. Or I need to relearn, this ends with me, we will never go. There's a lot of relearning and adjusting, patience, love, healing that takes place with you going back at home. And this is such an important phase in one's growth, because resetting is important.
Can you put something else?
Put.
Anything?
Yeah. That you and Luke can watch. So there's a lot of relearning and facing your demons. Ikhaya lizokufundisa into eziningi, uthando sometimes it also triggers you and brings about painful memories and painful traumas that you need to heal from. So ngalesi sikhathi, when everything is happening all at once, your depression, transition, building, dying of an old life, rebirth of a new one, all of these things are happening all at once.
Mommy?
Yeah.
I did some beats.
All of these things are happening
Beats.
all at once.
Yes.
Lulu, did you make a stinker?
Huh?
Ew. Yeah, so...
Mommy, is this ready?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.